Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and all other platforms.
What's good, party people? This is According to Woods, and I have the honor and privilege of talking to an entrepreneur. He is, he doesn't call himself a mixologist or a bartender, but I mean, this right here tells me different. He is Los Angeles' own Ron Rias. Ron, what's going on, my man?
Hey man, like I said, according to us, man, appreciate you for reaching out to me and man, let me on the show, man. I truly appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I'm humbled on this Thursday.
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely, and it's a pleasure of mine to be on. But I would be remiss not to mention my sister Gigi, who kind of put this all in motion and in the works and everything like that. And
Oh yeah,
so, shout out to her.
definitely. Shout out to Gigi for putting us together, man. That's all about networking things like that. You never know who you come encounter with, and people can set you up with other people to where we're here today. Shout out to Gigi for that one for sure.
No, 100%. I guess they would say that. I guess I will say that she is the real MVP here. I mean, just saying. I'm just saying, right?
Yeah.
Now, dude, I mean, obviously, we're going to get into this. Like, we're going to go deep in the weeds because I've got three of your delicious concoctions.
Hey, man,
Yeah, man.
you gonna feel we gonna feel good. Like I'm off of Moscow right now. Like I'm off of that. Like I'm not even off of Rias. So when you sip those, man, I might crack a Rias myself, and we gonna vibe together on this Thursday night for sure, man. Definitely.
There it is, man. So, and we're gonna definitely get into what these are and how this came about. But like, Ron, like, how did you become? Obviously, we grew up. We were kind of talking off air. We grew up in kind of a similar area. So like, how was your LA experience coming up?
Um, that's a typical LA experience. I grew up with my mom and my dad. I'm the youngest of three, so I grew up with my mom and my dad. My dad did air conditioning. My mom worked for the human resource manager, resource manager down in downtown. So I grew up in in a two parent household and things like that. Honestly, I grew up on Crenshaw 54th, not too far from I'm in the hood at the end of the day. To where it wasn't bad when I went outside, things like that. I saw everything everywhere I went, to where I knew the rights and the wrongs. So, like I had siblings to look up to and how to depict of, know what's right and wrong. And I had parents at home that kept me grounded as well. And just watching their upbringing and saw them, how they went to work every day to where, that's how I am, who I am today of them.
No, and look at it. Obviously, you have begun, whether you knew it or not, you've become an entrepreneur, right? And seeing I guess you would say the hardships of your parents working, that 40-hour work week, sometimes even more, and it kind of, I don't know if it inspires you, but you're like, man, as good as that was, I have to do something different because if you subscribe to the ethos of every generation is supposed to be better than the last, right? So your parents had good jobs, right? Well, why don't you become the job? Why don't you create something where people will come and for sample your product, sample your service, be that guy. Your dad was into air conditioning and what have you. That is a service that he provided to his community and beyond, right? That was his way to kind of express himself in the world. And you, again, take it one step further, right? And your mom, the human resource manager, right? Well, you're essentially, the kind of the standards and practices and protocols because your mom, hey buddy,
Say hi.
because your mom knew all of the bureaucratic red tape to kind of bypass through.
Oh yeah, honestly, like I said, just watching them and watch what they did. Like I said, if it wasn't for them, like it wouldn't be me like physically as well, but just watch how they really work. Like I discussed this earlier in another podcast, like how they got up every day and they work. They never complain about. I never heard my mom. I never heard my dad complain. And that's one thing of when I work and when I really do this, making these drinks, I don't never complain. Like I get up and do it to where everybody got those days when you feel like, man, I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing it today. I'm gonna catch on another time too. Where I literally just get up and just like, hey, it could be up early in the morning. It might be 6, 7 o'clock morning on a Saturday. It might be a late night on a Friday night. And just get to it. So honestly, I just their work habits is implemented me. Like no questions asked. Like if it wasn't for them, like I wouldn't be the hard worker who I am, as I am today for sure.
Shout out to moms and dads, man, because
Definitely, definitely. Shout out to them for sure, definitely.
and as we saw by the run in there, you're a father yourself, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got 2 kids. Yeah, I'm a father. Full time father. I take care of my responsibilities every day. I balance work, family. I do all of that. Like my dad say, I'm a man of many hats. I do everything, and that's one thing. It's important is of being a father is definitely taking care of your children and definitely just making sure they watch me work every day. Even I work for LASD as well. I work, and also they see me do my side hustle. They also see me doing my small entrepreneur every day. They see that all the time. So I definitely just when they see me, they see a person that works hard. So I always try to implement to them as well as just work hard. Don't ever give up. Just work. Just put in that work and everything's gonna work out for you.
I think that's brilliant. I think an amazing way to show, your again that generation every generation is supposed to be better than the one before it, right? So obviously you had your mom and dad set an example for you, an example. I'm going to go ahead and say it, an example of excellence in what you expect out of the world and what you put out into the world, right? And then now you have essentially stood on their shoulders, and now you have your kids, your own two, that you are trying to cultivate a situation where it's just beneficial, right? Find out what you love, take care of your business, find out what you love, and figure out a way that it doesn't become a job, right? But those dollars and cents will come once you really are steadfast and like, this is what we're going to do.
Oh yeah, no, because honestly, it took me what 31, 32 years to really no, honestly, 31 years to really figure out something I love. Like I love what I do at work and things like that, but to put a smile on people's face and it doesn't seem like a job. I get up every morning, on the weekend or towards the weekend and do what I do, and I don't have no problem doing it. And love hearing the results when people crack open a Rias. It's just like you can't go wrong with that. Or just hearing that and things like that. So I definitely like try to implement that until I'm at an early age because for us it takes us a little bit longer. And for them, I'm trying to pick their brains and things like that and figure out what they love. To where before they hit 18, they might have something particular that they might want to do and things like that. And just the entrepreneurship it's a new trend inside us African Americans. Like it's definitely important. I see a lot of entrepreneurs out of woodworks and the forefronters of people that we seen before us that really put in that grind and that time. And now you see it during this pandemic because you can't just have one job now. You can't just have one job and really live in LA and really enjoy life. Like it's hard. It's really hard out here to really enjoy life in LA, just in LA by itself. And you got to really have multiple streams of income to really enjoy life. So, this is one way of me, reaping the benefits and things like that. Like I was just talking to my neighbor earlier today, and she was just like, I'm hard on myself. I'm a hard person. Like I'm hard on myself. I'm my hardest critic. My sister's one of my hardest critics on me too. But we were just talking about. She was just like how like she was like you really survived during the pandemic. Like your business, your small business, really survived during the pandemic. Because when bars close, who coming? Who they coming to? They coming to me like because I'm open. I'm open. Like it's no problem. And shout out to my my delivery people, the quick favorites. Like I linked up with them. I'm just all about working smarter, not harder. Because before I would go to different barbershops, different salons, and had the jug in my hand, the big old white cooler. Hey, these I got these drinks. I make drinks and things like that. I never thought last year I'd be an entrepreneur. Never thought about that, things. I never thought I would be an entrepreneur making drinks and things like that. I don't really do it for money. I really do it because to give the people what they want. I always say that, to give the people what they want. I feel like what they say, quality people make quality product, and that's what we on, is giving that great product to the people. Because when you crack open it, and we gonna discuss when you crack it open what you think. So yeah, you got three other the nice flavors that's been with me for since the last August, and I can't wait for you to try it to where we can really discuss it and the world can understand what we're talking about right about now.
Oh, brother, we came to dance, but we'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that. Now, obviously, I mean, you growing up in kind of Crenshaw, Inglewood adjacent area, right? So,
Definitely.
at what point uh, did you already kind of know, like, hey, this might be the way to go, or were there different iterations of?
Honestly, I wanted to work for ESPN. I wanted to be Stuart A. Scott because I love sports. Like I wanted to be on ESPN in Bristol, Connecticut. Talking about sports like Stuart Scott, things like that, and those type of people. To where just talk about sports all the time. Like I always wanted to be a sports commentator. Then I went to Fresno State for a year, and I wanted to do computer engineering, and it really took me, like I said, last year to really find something out about myself that I didn't drink in the early stages of my life, and I saw a lot of people doing it, of making drinks, and I'm like, damn, if they making money off of it, I know I can do it. It's just, you just really got to put in that time and put in that effort, and really study your work. And it's just not all about just, people can make drinks. We can put things together and call it a drink, and some people gonna love it, but it's all about, like I said, the perfect balance to where when you taste it, you get all of it. You get the flavor, you get the fruit, you get the liquor at the same time. Like you get everything to where it's just like, I just definitely wanted people to show the other side of making drinks, because like I said, we discussed, like you go to a different bar, different restaurant, you get those drinks, you spend $15, $17, and then you really gotta you might have to buy two or three drinks to really get your worth and to really get that buzz. And I'm, like I said, I'm heavy with the liquor because I just want you to get one. If you get one and you feel it at that 8 ounce mark, and you be like, all right, cool, I'm good. And if you really, your tolerance is high, you can feel it a little bit more after you feel it at 16 ounce. Definitely, that's what we all about. Like I just definitely always say, like, get the people what they want, and the people have definitely gave me great reviews and things like that. Like it's like I appreciate everybody that has supported me. Like I'm always humble. Like I'm always thankful. Like I definitely appreciate that.
I think that's absolutely brilliant. In order to know where you're going, you got to know where you came from. So that's it. It's important to stay grounded. Now, obviously, you told me, like, this time last year, you didn't even think that you would be an entrepreneur, right? So, like, at what point? I mean, obviously, you had some iteration of making drinks, maybe with your friends, for your family and what have you. But like, when did you have like this aha moment, this epiphany where you're like, hey, you know what? I think this might be it. There might be something more than just like, I want to spread the love, not just to my family and friends, but to people, not just in my neighborhood, but beyond.
Honestly, I would say last year when I did it, because honestly, like I am nonchalant. I'm super laid back. Like that's not in the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is, a leader. They go out there, they present themselves and things like that. That's not me before. It's not me at all before, to where it's like talking and things like that and presenting myself and why you should buy my product, things like that. No, and I think when I really grasped it and really took it more serious, like I took it serious before, but I feel like during the pandemic, like I really took it definitely serious. Like I said, I made a note to myself to take it more serious, because I played around with it. I definitely did it, but it's just like I took it more serious during the pandemic, because the pandemic taught us a lot. It taught us a whole lot. Like we try to get money from the government. That stimulus check. You know, thank God. I still had income coming in, but it's just depending on the world shutting down and things like that. And I just took it more serious then to where, seeing bars closes, restaurants closes. People go there to really, eat food and drink some good liquor and things like that, good drinks. I took it more serious then. I told myself, say, I wrote out the goal, wrote it down, said I'm gonna take it more serious during this pandemic. And like, man, like it went from 4 followers in August to where now it's 1,500 followers, and we in December. Like it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like it's a small. That's I don't get the high. I don't get high off of that. And I don't get but like, oh, I'm on $1,500 because we still got a long way to go. We're only a year in. I'm humbled. Like I definitely I still got to study more of this game because this entrepreneurship, this small business, like it's a lot. And it's a lot. And you gotta stay consistent. If you're not gonna stay consistent with this, it's not meant for you because you're gonna have your highs and lows. Yeah, we show on IG all the gram and we show the glams of everything of this entrepreneurship. But it's still times to where, I used to get down on myself where 2 or 3 people only buy a drink for the whole week. I might make 60, 70 drinks and 3 or 4 people might buy it. And I'd be like, damn, when you got good product, you're like, damn, why nobody ain't buying your drinks? But you got to stay consistent with it. Even if you might not get everybody to like your post on that day. No, we going to post 2, 3 times because it's going to take that one person. They going to see Rias constantly on their page and they're like, man, that man really posting them drinks every single day. I got to try one. It only takes one person to try it. Then they going to go word of mouth and tell like, hey, you got to go you have your Rias. And they be like, damn, all right. And then they're going to tell somebody else too. And we just take it from there. Like, you just got to stay consistent and persistent. Like, I've told everybody, like, nobody even told me anything. Like, I didn't take no business class. Nobody's told me, definitely when I start networking with more people, like the chefs and things like that, they definitely put a lot of game in my ear to say, you got to stay consistent and things like that. Because, everybody want that fast money. Everybody want the glam right then and there. But if you're not putting that time and effort, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. You're not going to appreciate it because I appreciate it every day. Every day when I sell out and things like that and things. Even if I don't sell out, like people coming through and they be like, man, like hey, your product is amazing. I appreciate that because I just know from starting from not having any followers and not people coming in and buying it to where now we getting delivered. Now we starting to do the shipping now. It's a blessing. Like I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate everybody that's come through and support. Like without them, there is no me because they make me. It ain't me making them. They make me because they coming in and buying this product and they're spreading the word. So we ain't. And the funny thing, we ain't even reach everybody. We ain't reached everybody that we supposed to reach. And once we reach everybody that we supposed to reach, man, it's sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
I love it. I love it. Now, I mean, like you were mentioning, right? Everybody wants to see the sky. Everybody wants to see the cloud. Everybody wants to see the success, right? But not know essentially what went into that. I remember, I'm a alumnus of Crozier Middle School, and I remember one day I was walking with my mom and my sister, and we were walking, and she was working at City Hall at the time, and I think I went to Crozier. My sister might have went to like Kelso. I want to believe that's the time period, but there was something on the Crozier Middle School kind of bulletin board, not bulletin board, but the billboard, and it said, "It takes a lifetime to become an overnight success," right? And that's absolutely true. And this year more so than any other year in my lifespan, right? So talk to us about some of the things that you've learned, right? And some of the things that it felt like you were banging your head against the wall, right? What were some of those kind of nuances where you learned? It was like on the job training.
Honestly, man, if you go back from August of me taking pictures and how I take pictures now, the way I'm marking myself, the way I was marking myself before, nobody didn't told me anything like that. Nobody didn't tell me how to market myself. Nobody told me how to take pictures and things like that. It's like a total. Like I told my neighbor today, it's not a 360, it's a 180 because I still got a lot of more things to learn and things like that. It's just all about people pay attention to colors. So then I started making drinks that has colors like that red bone. like that ocean views, that mean green, things like that. Like different colors. When I take the right picture of it, yeah, that ocean views. When you take a picture of it and you take it the right way, that blue it hits, that red it hits. Like people, they going down their timeline, they see that, they go back like damn, what color? What's that? That's a okay. I need to grab one of those. Let me see what everybody talking about and things like that. So honestly, just learning it on the go, like the marketing, because I follow a lot of chefs and things like that, how they market themselves, how they market their food, how they take the pictures. Like I'm one of my bros, like he's a foodie. He does take pictures of food and things like that. And I saw he got the camera. I got an iPhone. I don't have the big product of know how to take a picture. So I learned how to take a picture of putting that filter on it, making it look extra sexy for Instagram and things like that. So when I take that picture, it stands out and things like that. I even bought a small little photo booth where I could put my drinks in because I honestly I used before. I take my pictures outside of the front of my house. Like I take a picture, literally go outside in the street, put the Rias right in the middle of the street, get a great picture of it, put a nice little filter on it, and then I think about a caption like, damn, okay, what I'm gonna say to where somebody's scrolling down or looking at their IG that they gonna be like, oh, let me see what he talking about. It's all about marketing yourself. If you market yourself the right way and things like that, I'm learning now. I've been learning because I used to work for Wine Warehouse. I used to work for BevMo and things like that. I used to, do those type of things. And it's all about marketing yourself. You got to market yourself the right way. And also, get the people what they want. At the end of the day, people going to drink alcohol no matter what. It's essential when you look at it. It ain't the greatest thing of drinking. It can be good, it can be bad. It all depends how you consume it, but it's something that everybody's gonna drink. No, somebody's gonna eat no matter what. Even if they're feeling happy, when you're happy, what you gonna do? You gonna drink. When you feeling sad, what you gonna do? You gonna drink. When you trying to set the mood, when you nervous, what you gonna do? You gonna drink. So it's just like just trying to get people what they wanted. And I feel like it was the perfect time during this pandemic. You know, things shutting down. Okay, you got to take it more serious. I told myself the summer, I want to take over the summer. I feel personally, I took over the summer. That was an accomplishment for myself. Even though everybody might not have the drinks, I feel like I did my job for the summer because I took it more serious, took better pictures and things like that, made better product, start getting a little more creative of how I present myself, how I present these drinks. And I feel like everybody, like, they loved it. So it was just a literally, like I said, I study people. Like I study the Blue Kitchens, I study the All Flavor No Grease, I study the Chads, the Mr. Fries. I study those people that's been doing it for the longest, of how they present themselves and things like that. And I just took it more serious. Like they take their job serious, like I take my job serious. So, I just, like I said, my parents, my sisters, my brothers, they all work hard. So it's only for me, for right. I can't let them down. I gotta work hard as well. When they do stuff and they present it to me, like I did this, okay, I gotta do it myself. Like everybody around in my circle motivates me. When they do something, I gotta step up my notch as well. And this is only a small entity of showing what I do. When I'm bored, right up on now, it's nothing to do. When I'm bored, what I do, I go take a picture. I go, make some drinks. I stay busy. Like I said, like I was telling my neighbor, if it wasn't from, making drinks right up on now, I'll probably lose my mind. Because it's nothing to do. It's nothing to do. It's a hobby. It's a side hustle. It's a small business at the same time. It's all three. Like it's all of the above, and it keeps me busy. Keeps me busy. So
It's the Trinity. It's the Trinity. Now, Namara Gianaloa says, "Yep, the drinks definitely caught my eye. Low key, it was giving me Power Ranger vibes. You know."
oh yeah, that's that go Power Ranger. That's the red. That's the red bone. That's that mean green. That's that ocean views. Yeah, it gives you that vibe. When I take a picture like that, and I take it that right picture, you be like, dang, like yeah, it does. It definitely does. Like shout out to Gigi. Honestly, like Gigi reached out to me and she grabbed him, and she can vouch. Yeah,
Yeah,
she she was
yep.
giving me the problem. Yeah, she can vouch. Like we just trying to get the people what they want, and it ain't for me. Is I'll definitely try to get the people what they want.
No, that's it. That's it. And the missus, Mary Kay Woodson, inspiring, absolutely inspiring. And Gigi says it took the words right out of my mouth. inspiring story. No, that's it. And again, that's also why this podcast exists. Like I had my YouTube page, for I think it said I got a little like YouTube digest and whatever. They shot me an email and it said like I had my YouTube page for like 776 days, something like that, right? I had it there, but didn't do anything with it until about July, July-ish, right? And I had pretty much I had been a part of other shows and still a part of other shows on YouTube and Facebook, namely like Gym Crashers on Free Admission Media. Worked different shows, MMA and pro wrestling shows, like all around Southern California into San Diego. But I kind of I kind of rested easy on that, right? The fact that I always had somebody to kind of back me up, right? And then essentially, like the essential, right?
Correct.
We found out in 2020 what was and what wasn't essential.
Correct.
Right? And that's health, that's finances, that's what we do with our time, everything. We figured it out, right? So and I was just like, you know what, I'm doing all of these things, but I can do it right here. And as somebody much like you, I studied broadcasting. I went to radio school in Huntington Beach, and I was always thinking about how I could potentially start a podcast. And then I just like I was a guest on a couple of other people's podcasts. They were using this very process, and they were like, you should try it. And literally, it literally started out like, okay, I got X amount of, I paid $25 a month, right? So I got to justify it to my wife, Mary Woods, right? That after like not too much money coming in, here's another expense, another bill to go out, right? So
Correct.
I was
Correct.
just like, how much value could I get out of $25, right? And if I do
Correct.
two, that splits it in half and whatever. So I did two, then three, then four. Then people started sending me stuff. A shout out to Everett Osmer out of Alabama. Send me a ton of people. Then all of the friends that I made, in MMA, fighters, coaches, referees, everybody, they were like, "Yeah, I'll come on to the podcast." And again, in that vein of like, it takes a lifetime to become an overnight success. Most
Correct.
people are like, "Oh, you're doing the podcast. That's so cool. You just started in July." But it was the last 4.5 years of literally every weekend going to shows, doing interviews, and whatever that has gotten 200, almost 300 podcasts since July, right? So that's that, and again, that's why. And Gigi said it herself. Ron Rias worth every dollar.
Hey man, shout out to Gigi that's pumping me up right there. But no, I don't take compliments pretty too well because I'm still humble at the same time. Like shout out to Gigi, like Gigi, like man, I just can't wait for you to try them so we can really, really talk
All
about
right.
it at the end of the day.
So I think this is the time, right? We've built it up We've built up anticipation pretty well, right? So I've got three drinks in my hand, right? And they all are adorned with, I mean, the signature, the label, the Ron
Oh,
Rios,
definitely, definitely,
right on it. So
definitely.
if one were to crack one open, what is I guess patient number one? Where am I
Man,
going?
ooh, man, it's tough. Like, dang.
I'm
Ugh.
making you pick between your babies. I'm a
Nah,
horrible
honestly, like
person.
I treat them like my children. Like I don't have no favorites. Like I treat everybody equal. That's how I treat my drinks. Man, if Gigi on, like we should have Gigi tell you what to. I feel
I
like
know, right?
if
Yes.
anybody, I feel like man, what you should go first. I feel like you should go with that. Let's go. Let's go with
Okay.
Ocean Views first. Let's
So,
go Ocean
so,
Views first.
so she says, "What drinks are you trying?" I mean, I tried Mean Green, Redbone, Ocean Views, and wow, they all pack a punch.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah. So I think you know what. Let's go. Let's go Redbone first.
okay, so Redbone is this one here.
Correct.
So I will go ahead, and I've got. I mean, I'm ready to party. I've got the red cup and everything like that. So I
Get
mean,
to we going,
shit's about to get strange real quick. So
man.
I apologize in advance. And I sent you a disclaimer form. That anything that I do say or whatever, don't hold it against me. So I'm just saying, don't unfollow me.
Oh
So
man.
I'm part American descendant of slave, part Fijian, but we always toast. So a toast to you, Ron
Man.
Rias, for this
Toast. Toast.
yeah, absolutely
Toast. Man.
delicious drink.
Definitely. Definitely.
So here we go. We go with the red bone, and my goodness, I mean, visually it looks impeccable. I mean, I feel like I'm literally on a beach. I mean, lemon and strawberry, just amazing. So here we go. Cheers, good sir. Oh my God, that's the tequila one, right?
That's the tequila base right there. Yeah, that's the tequila. We don't, everybody be getting mad. Like everybody be like, "Why are you telling them all your products? Why are you telling them to see your drinks?" But yeah, that's the tequila base right there with the white vodka. Not the white vodka. I'm sorry, with the white rum and the white wine in there. That's the lady's favorite right there. Like if a lady, be like, "What should I try?" I'd be always say the red one right there because it definitely, the sweetness with the strawberries in there and things like that. It gives it that extra to it. So definitely that red bone, man, that red bone, man. It's a favorite out here. If you ain't had a red bone yet, what are you waiting on? Like,
No, 100%, 100%. And again, I mean, you can find these directly on your Instagram, Ron_Rias,
yes, yes,
right
yes, yes,
on
yes.
Instagram,
On
and
Instagram.
you can get hooked up. And the missus says, "Save me some, Mr. Woods." I don't know about that. I mean, I can't make any promises, but you know what? I'll make the exception for you, honey.
Yeah, you got to
Uh,
get that to wifey. Yeah, give her one, give her the red bone, and she gonna enjoy that one for sure. I definitely
yeah,
know for sure.
yeah, and
See,
then
look, see, Gigi already knows. Say yes, save your wifey some. Definitely save her. The red bone is it's a lady's favorite. It's a lady's favorite. Definitely save her some. She's definitely gonna love it.
yeah,
She won't go
no,
wrong.
I agree. I agree. That's really good. I mean, I knew it was going to be good, but I am pleasantly surprised in terms of how good this is. And we're in drink one, right? This is one of
Yeah, we
three.
we only did drink one because I was talking to my sister today and I told her I was gonna be on your podcast. She was like, "Well, maybe he should try it before you guys get on the podcast." I said, "When you believe in your product, you believe in your product. You're not really tripping about my boy Mr. Woods trying it before I could have said that, could have played it safe, but no, we're gonna give the people what they want and we on live. So all Mr. Woods talking about is letting you know how he really feels right about now. There's no
Oh
sugar
man,
coating.
it is good. And here's the best part. The fruit that you use, it soaks up all of the flavors in the red
Correct.
bone, right? And
Correct.
it almost ferments in a way, right? It
Correct.
ferments in a way. So you get like this extra kick. Like I literally got like a hair standing out the side of my arm, because and again, it's almost like that perfect bite. We're coming off of Thanksgiving, right? And you want that perfect bite, that turkey, that bread of some sort, whether it be roll or cornbread or what have you. You want that stuffing. You want that cranberry. That's essentially what I got out of that strawberry. I was just like all of the things that I loved about the red bone, it was right there, like second
Man,
helping right there.
I appreciate it, yeah, because before I would make them and then throw them in the freezer. And then I was just like, damn, let them sit in the refrigerator for about 24 hours so that fruit can soak in there and things like that. You let that fruit soak in there to where even after you finish the drink, you still got liquor in that fruit to where it's like, definitely fresh fruit, where we go organic fruit as well, and definitely cut that up and put that in there to where after you finish that drink, you still got some left. Like you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
No, you cannot. You cannot. And again, she doesn't like a quitter. With that being said, Taki Adam. Okay, so Taki in Fijian is essentially the is basically bottoms up. It's cheers. It's whatever you want to do. It's bonsai. It's kampai, right? So what are we doing next? We did the red bone, so we've got.
We
I
got
feel like Red Bull red pill, blue pill.
No, let's go. Let's go with the blue pill. Let's be in the matrix right now.
Okay,
Let's go. Let's go Ocean Views for sure. Let's go Ocean
ocean
Views.
views, and this one is one of your most like requested. You know,
Yeah, Ocean Views. You know what? Like, I'll tell you how I came up with Ocean Views. Like, I came up with Ocean Views because shout out to RIP to Nip. Like that was like when that Vicky Lab came out. Things like that. Like that was a song. That's one of my favorite songs. Like Ocean Views is one of my favorite songs. Period. So when I got to listen to that and things like that, I don't even think Ocean Views is not even on Vicky Lab. Yeah, just wait. Yeah, do it. Go, go, go. Yeah, Ocean Views is not even on Victory Lap, but Ocean Views is one of my favorite songs. And then I was just like, man, like, everybody that's made drinks has paid a tribute to Nip. And I was just like, that blue, when you look at, honestly, when you on a plane, what you look at? You look at
ocean
when you on
views.
that plane and you go into to the Dominican or Jamaican, things like that, and you got that window seat. What are you looking at? You looking down and you looking at that ocean. When we come to LA, what's that ocean looking like? That ocean looking like it's pretty nasty and things like that. But when you go
Yeah,
to when you flying on that plane and you go into another country, you see that ocean is real blue.
Do you see it?
No, yeah. So
Do you
that's what
see it?
I came up with that and
Do
things
you
like that,
see
and
it?
it's one of the populars. It's one of the
Go
populars. So
ahead.
I had to give you the best because I had to. First impression is the last impression, so I had to give you the best.
100%. That's in everything. That's in everything. You don't get a second chance to make the first impression, and so I absolutely thank you for doing that. So, and as a bit of clarification, Gigi says Taki means down the hatch, and LMAO Lego. So we're good with Ocean Views, and I will see you on the other side, good sir. I'm going to be like Jacques Cousteau in this. So cheers, good sir. Oh damn! Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, that's dude. Okay, first and foremost, he does not mess around, right? When he says he wants the flavors and he wants you to have the alcohol, right? Don't skimp on the alcohol. He has it because again, I tasted everything that I like: hard liquor, pineapples. There's some other stuff, and it's amazing. Now, like I feel like I'm on cloud nine. This could have been the cloud. This could have been cloud nine. Shout out to Superstore because I feel like I'm on cloud nine.
And,
But this
and
is
you know what?
um,
What you just said that and I got a drink called Cloud Nine, and that could have been called Cloud Nine as well. That could have been called Cloud Nine. Like if I would have thought about it, that could have been called Cloud Nine. You man,
good. Hey, so that's the thing, the convergence of the meeting of the minds, as
correct.
they say, right? That's it. Us kind of small business owners, right? It's crazy to think, right? Amazon, Disney, Apple, and Microsoft, they were all started in garages, all of them, right?
Yeah, you're
So
right.
when you think,
Hey, you're
right,
right.
so when you think about it, what everyone is doing now, trying to figure it out, whether it be, figuring out the stock market there, and that's something that I have gone down on many a wormholes. My YouTube digest used to be just about like pro wrestling and MMA. Now I've got some stock stuff in there,
No,
some like
shout out to my bro Scott, man. Scott, if you hear me right about now, he been having me on the stock market right about now about these trade options. I took a couple losses. He like, bro, you gotta really sit there and watch it. Just do what you're doing. Just sit there and watch it. So honestly, like I literally get up 6:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, look at Yahoo Finance, figure out what I need to read about. And honestly, that's right about now. The pandemic, like I said, financial wealth, like financial wealth. So if I knew what I knew now, my early 20s, I would have been fine. I would have been rich already. Like I literally would have been rich. Like I literally would have been rich because what they say. And honestly, like I don't even like to get on these type of subjects, but the rich get rich and the poor get poor, and we're really learning about that right about now. Especially what's going on with the the what the congresses and what the people are doing inside this White House and things like that. The rich is getting rich. Like when they show it on the news, how Warren Buffett and Bezos and things like that is really eating right about now during this pandemic, and what we doing.
Oh, I think that was the first. Literally, that was the first thing that I watched during the pandemic. Everybody was like going through Netflix and everything like that. I hit up that becoming Warren Buffett. Like that. That was it because I figured, Bezos doesn't have a documentary on him. Steve Jobs. He's got a couple of documentaries or whatever, but like Buffett, this dude has been literally on the ball, right? On the cusp of what is what since like 1930 some odd, right? So there's a reason why he's a billionaire. And Calvin Miller says, my bro with the fire drinks. So
Hey,
shout out
hey,
to Calvin.
shout out to my bro Calvin right about now. My bro Calvin, me and my bro Calvin having something Saturday, man. Crazy tacos, Ron Rias on Saturday from 12 to 5, man. You get you three fire tacos and a Rias for $20. You can't go wrong right about now. We just talked about that, bro. I told you I was gonna shout you out on with my boy Woods tonight, man. I told you I was gonna shout you out because we doing this collaboration. We've been talking about it forever. And definitely, like I said, we definitely trying to get the people what they want. Shout out to my bro Calvin for really tuning in. That's a true bro right there, man. I appreciate you for that.
MVP.
Real
MVP status,
MVP right
Calvin.
about now, yeah, because I didn't think really nobody. I posted it, but I shout outs for the people that really like that's on here, that's really listening. I appreciate them. That's humble as well. Like I definitely appreciate people like that.
No, 100%. Now, again, you mentioned Saturday, right? Fire tacos, fire drinks, right? So, how did this come about? This event Saturday. This is a culmination of again meeting of the minds, the YouTube brainstorming, And to answer the question, Redbone is the best. It says
Nah,
Calvin Muller.
bro, like his Calvin, tell the truth. Bro's favorite is Tiger Woods. That's his favorite right there. He likes the Tiger Woods. Like honestly, what we say, I always say, every drink is meant for somebody. So out of those three, man, you gonna have a favorite as well. So
Okay,
you gonna
all right.
definitely.
I mean, so I was all about Redbone until I had Ocean Views, and
There
now
you
I'm
go.
all about
Yeah.
Ocean Views. Well, I mean, you
See?
might as well got me on a paddleboard and everything. I'm all about the Ocean Views right now, right? But that could
Definitely.
change because we have
Oh yeah,
one
that's
remaining.
we call that the I call that personally. That's like having my first child. Like that's the OG favorite right there. That's the one that started it all. Like that's really like everybody be like you don't make sangrias and things like that. Sangrias you gotta have the different fruits and things like that. I put one fruit in there. I put the white wine in there. It got the cognac. It got the Grand Gala. Shout out to my sis that gave me the plug on telling me to get Grand Gala because I was using Grand Marnier before and Contour. So if you don't know about Grand Gala, put Grand Gala in your drinks. You don't go wrong. That's an OG favorite right there. Honestly, I had my auntie one night. My auntie don't even drink no more. She had an old mine. Auntie was like, "Yeah, I need some more." So, Auntie was
Say,
like, Auntie,
see,
Auntie was Auntie was like, "I need some more." She was like, "That's too much liquor in there." And once she tastes all that white wine, that that Pinot, that Sauvignon Blanc in there with that Henny and that Grand Gala, she was like, "Yeah, I need some more." My auntie don't even drink no more, and she had some of that, and she really enjoyed. That's the originator. That's the starter of Henri's. Like that's the foundation, and then that's how I had all these other kids and things like that. It's from that oh my, and
oh
once
my
you taste it,
gosh,
that's how we came up with the oh my. Because when you taste it, you're gonna say, "Man, it's right there, oh my."
oh my, oh my. So here it gets poured. It gets poured, and again, cheers to you, good sir, and cheers to
Cheers,
everyone here.
cheers, cheers.
Uh, Gigi in the comments, Mary on the comments, the Tiger Woods. It says Calvin Miller.
See,
Shout out to
see,
Calvin.
yeah, man. Yeah, man, we doing that. We doing that Saturday, man. If you in the area, man, come out, man. twelve
All
to
right,
five, man. You definitely go. You definitely won't go wrong, man. Crazy tacos, Ron Rias, man. Fire drinks, tacos and drinks can really go hand in hand. Like tacos,
let's talk about California. It's California AF, right? That's
correct. Like it really goes hand in hand. Good drinks, good food. That's what we know for California. LA. We known for. We're big on Mexican food out here. Shout out to all my Mexican food eaters. Shout out to all my
hell
Hispanics.
yes.
Because I'm a
And
big
you,
Mexican food eater. Like I can eat Mexican food any type of day,
yeah,
no matter. Like I need something Mexican food. Like man, I just had tacos on a Tuesday. So
hey,
man,
there it
seriously,
is. So here we go. We got the oh my. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Damn.
yeah. See, See, I see you double backed on the on the Ocean Views, and I see you double back on this old mine too.
Yeah, holy hell! Wow. Yeah, okay. Your auntie knew what the hell she was talking about.
Hey, but
Damn,
you know, and the funny thing, like Hennessy is harsh. Like, let's just be
it
honest.
can be. Yeah,
Hennessy is harsh, and to where how I mix that all up in together with that Henny, like it's amazing, honestly, because everybody be like, I taste my drinks before I make sure before I bottle them up just to make sure they're right. I still do it till today. I can make them with my eyes closed, but certain ones I just be like, let me just still taste it just to make sure. And that one right there between that one and Ocean Views, I can make with my eyes closed. I don't have to taste it. Those two, I don't really have to taste it. Everything else, I still taste just to make sure. But those two, Ocean Views and Old Mice, I never taste because I know when I make it, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be
yeah.
great.
Calvin Miller says that Henny it hit different.
It do, because you know what? It tastes like juice. When you taste it, it
It
tastes
does.
just like juice. So you, excuse me, you drinking it, and you like it tastes like juice. Cause I pour a lot of Henny in here too. Don't get me wrong. And then you still drinking it, and you be like, oh, I could drink more of that 16 ounce. And then once you finish drinking it all, you be like, damn, what I just got myself into? What did I just get myself into? This was that amazing that
Yeah,
it didn't taste too harsh. It had everything I needed in there, and it still tastes like juice, but I still feel it. And no
I still
hangovers.
feel
We don't do no hangovers over here. No hangovers.
no. Mm-mm.
No. We don't do no hangovers over here.
No,
So
get from here that hangover.
please,
Get from here.
if I give you a hangover, if Rias give you a hangover, I'll definitely give you your money back. And we don't do hangovers over here.
No,
No, not at
that
all.
don't live here no more. And that laugh my ass off that face he made. He put his foot in them drinks. Ooh,
He doubled back. He doubled back on that old mine. I
yeah,
seen it. He doubled back on the Ocean Views too. I paid
yeah,
attention. The red ball,
yeah.
it was good. That Ocean Views, that's why I had to did it in that order to where it was like a teaser. It was like an appetizer. Like have an appetizer, then you got your full course meal, and then you got your
Yeah,
dessert. Boom.
you set that up perfectly.
And,
It looks like you're a damn maestro.
man, yeah, and honestly, I was just like, dang, what do I want him to try first? Because the red ball, all the ladies love it, but the
Yeah,
Ocean Views, the guys love that. Ocean Views and the old mine. Everybody loves those. So red bones, that's just the ladies. The ladies definitely that's their favorite right there. No, hands down, they love that. But definitely,
I
I gotta see you with Tiger Woods too. Tiger
okay.
Woods, everybody be sleeping on the Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, Arnold Palmer with a nice whiskey in it. That was a favorite. People sleep on
Whiskey.
it. People sleep on it because it's whiskey. Whiskey don't hit at
Oh,
certain drinks like a cognac, as a tequila, things like that. But that whiskey with that Arnold Palmer, fantastic. That's
with
perfect.
oh gosh, you're speaking my language. Arnold Palmer and whiskey. Like
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you one. I'm gonna send you
I
one because we got the delivery company. If I gotta send you one, I'm definitely gonna send you one or two. I'm gonna send you a care package and take care of you. I definitely got to.
Hey, hell yes. No, that's legit. That's legit as fuck, man. But I mean, again, talk to us about Saturday. What's going on Saturday?
So
You got
Saturday,
talk.
man. So Saturday is going down, man. With my boy Calvin, Crazy Tacos, Ron Rias, man. 12 to 5. Man, we've been talking about this for the longest. I got 10 minutes. I've been knowing Calvin since about last year, things like that, to where man, that's a man. When I mean a man of many hats, like the man he has a clothing line. This man does labels. If you need labels, get your labels. If you need clothes, get your clothes. If you need tacos, he does tacos too. Like man does everything. And we've been talking about this for a long time and things like that. And I've been, I definitely been want to talk about doing collaborations with, up and coming, chefs and things like that. People that that do small businesses that cook and things like that. Because I'm all about helping each other out. Because I remember, hey, nobody helped me out. Nobody helped me out. Nobody showed me the ropes and things like that. And nobody's like, hey, I want to work with you, things like that. And by the grace of the high power and things like that, it just, it showed me the way to where it's like, man, we got a solid friendship, man. It's not just about. It's just crazy how small business is about networking, and this is all about networking as well because you never know. These are becoming the people that's going to support you. These become friends. These become family. Things like that. To where it's like, I have family members that support me, but I also like the people that's really going to support you is people that don't know you. that's really gonna reach out to you and things like that. Say, hey, let's work like that. And I'm always trying to learn from everybody else. Like, man, that man right there, he works, he grinds, and things like that. And once I saw him do that, and we've been talking about it, he was like, bro, like let's do something. I'm like, all right, cool. To where we've been talking about it for the longest. It did. He came up with this idea, said, man, we're gonna do it in December. And I had to text him like, bro, let's just do it. Like, what's up, man? Let's go. And he was just like, hey, let's go. And I'm like, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. I feel like it's the perfect opportunity. You know, small businesses, young entrepreneurs, coming up in this game and learning this game and things like that. The next generation, because you got other people like Blue Kitchen, all flavor no grease. They really laid the foundation. Oh, shout out to Lady on the Rocks, because honestly, if it wasn't for her, there wouldn't be people like me. Like I always like to pay homage to people that did it before me and things like that. This is one lady that if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't make no drinks right about now. So I have to pay homage as well, because she's the one that's why everybody do it, and so things like that. So these people have laid the foundation, and I feel like it's time. I want to carry the torch and do my own thing and put my own little twist on it, because I feel like I have great work and I have great product, and I want to get my product out there as well. And he has great work and great product, and I feel like 1+1=2, so it only makes right.
No, that's it. And shout out to Calvin, man. I can't wait to see how this ends up. And where's it going down? I mean,
Oh man, it's coming out, man, right in front of the house. We doing it in the backyard of the house, doing an old school boogie, doing it right in the back of the house at the groundwork, like literally like 530 West Lime Street, apartment number 3, Inglewood, California. Excuse me, 90301. We're doing it in the back of the house, and you're just doing that, literally out the house, because that's what we discussed. Everybody has done it literally outside the house and figured things out, and I feel like it's only right we do it in the back of the house and putting that work in, and I feel like whoever comes out here, they won't be disappointed. They won't be disappointed at all.
That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. I love it. And again, the convergence of your guys' entrepreneur spirit and mindset, taking things that you've learned through marketing your business over the last year and everything that Calvin is doing, and you guys bringing that together to kind of learn to help shape what the next phase, the next season of what his entrepreneurial ventures are, as well as Ron Rias. I think that's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, because it's just I definitely like to work with like-minded people. Like I feel like each times like you gotta work with like-minded people that like to work and things like that. And I'm a worker. I like to work. I'm a hard worker and things like that. And he's a hard worker too as well. So it was just only right for us to come together and honestly, you know, to work. And, shout out to my bro Tay listening, man. He got the fire wings, elevated wings. If you need some fire wings as well, he got the wings as well. To where it's just like I want to work with everybody. Like Chef K, she does great work. My cousin does great work. Meal prep Shannon, things like that. Shout out to all my entrepreneurs. Like I got a lot of entrepreneurs I've been working with, things like that, and I support them and things. Because we all in this shit together. If we don't support each other and work together, it's not gonna work. And I feel like it's only right that we definitely work with each other and support each other and uplift each other.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Now, I mean, getting back to the products, GG goes. The thing is, if you don't expect Ron Rios to hit like they do, you don't expect it at all. But it's definitely a home run every time. You most likely will be stumbling to home base. Which
GG, man, GG. I know you on here. You hyping me up right about now. I got a Rias for you. Whenever you want to come grab it. Like, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Like, come grab one of these Rias whenever you're ready. It's on the house. I got you. Because, at the end of the day, you didn't have to be here with us and listening to us and things like that. And you here and you hyping me up, gassing me up. But you speaking the quality truth, and I got a Rias for you anytime that you want. It's on the house, definitely.
oh, she's gonna definitely take you up on that offer.
It's only
I
right.
think, yeah, because I mean, I have a pretty high tolerance in terms of alcohol. The only person that I can think of that has a higher tolerance than me is Gigi, 100%. And it's crazy. So like we're we call it ADOS, right? American descended of slaves. Most people say black or what have you, right? American descended of slave. Then Fijian, right? The Melanesian island, whatever, right? And then we've got dashes of Irish and Native American, right? So there can't be a better genealogy in terms of drinking, right? Like having the gills. You almost have to have gills. You're almost like a fish, right? The gills for drinking, right? And I do. I can put many of people under the table. One person I can't put drink under the table is my sister there.
Man, yeah, because I'm not I am not a heavyweight. I am probably like I'm moderate. Honestly, if I got some good food in me, I probably could go a little bit longer. But if I ain't got no good food in me, yeah, it's go. I'm going night night for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely,
man,
definitely.
I hear you. I hear you, bro. Now, obviously, dude, there has been a litany of people that have helped you both professionally and personally that have gotten you here, to where you are, right?
Definitely,
I mean,
definitely.
Ron Rias is definitely a thing. It's an Instagram page. It'll probably soon be a Twitter page, soon be a Facebook like page, right? Business page. I mean,
Definitely.
labels like no other, right? And so I want you to get some shout outs out of the way. But before I do that, uh, left my ass off. I'm Juice. You guys are doing this together. It's
Man,
all wood love. So shout out to Gigi,
man,
my
shout out to
my
Gigi for
sister.
that,
She's
for sure.
amazing.
For sure, man. Yeah, shout out to Gigi. Shout out to your wife, man. Shout out to Calvin, man, for just chiming in and because after the day, man, people ain't gotta listen to me, and support and I definitely appreciate that. I'm always humble and things like that because honestly, at the end of the day, without the support that I have and without the people that keep me motivated and push me, from my siblings, to my friends and things like that, I don't want to miss nobody else. I'm not gonna say nobody's name. You know who you are. That always in my ear. That's always supporting me. That's always telling me to keep going when I'm having a bad day. And I feel like people not getting the work of what they need to have of my product. You always in my ear, things like that. I truly appreciate y'all because honestly, without them, there wouldn't be no me though. And I any way I can and motivate people and things like that. And, I'm gonna definitely keep going because I feel like we did a year. Year it's a wrap. We finished that. We killed 2020. We got to kill the next year. Definitely, I wrote that out. We got to kill 21. Like we definitely got to set the bar at the top. We got 1,500 followers. We need 4,000 followers. We need 3,000 followers. And I need extra 1,500 people to come and grab these streams. Like I feel like people looking, y'all looking, but come on and try it and stop playing. Like honestly, you won't be disappointed. I'm not even hyping my own stuff. I'm betting about 99%.
No, I'm a hype for you, dude. These are three of I've tried many a liquor. These are three of my favorite mixed drinks of all time. Like 100%. Like
I
this.
I appreciate that because I just feel like man, we drunk now. I'm drinking, you drinking. Let's just
Yeah,
be honest. Like I
I
feel
got
like
there's this glow that's happening right here. Like I'm trying to keep this shit together, but I mean it's gonna go
no,
off the
let's
fucking
just be
rails.
honest. Let's just be
I'm
honest.
just
Like
saying. I'm just
I'm just
saying.
saying, let's just be honest. Like everybody
This.
looking, y'all looking. I see y'all looking. I see y'all in my stories. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We drinking right now, but I
Yeah,
see y'all in my stories. I see y'all follow me. Stop playing and come grab these fucking drinks. Stop playing with me, man.
you're right.
Stop playing.
Fuck. I did. I did. Y'all should too. Shit.
I'm just saying, my boy Woods, he really went out the way to come grab some drinks.
I'm just
He
saying.
did that.
Like literally, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. This shit, we getting some Ron Rias in the fucking show. That's what's going on. See, he's stuttering, laugh my ass off, drinks it in full effect. I'm not going to contest you. No, you're absolutely right. Fuck yeah. I'm just saying.
And he didn't even finish his drinks. Like those are
Yeah.
those are nice
Well, see,
sips.
I have to save some for the wife because if this shit is empty, she's gonna get fucking mad.
No, but we say the red bone for it. So man, we
Okay.
gotta we gotta do another one next time to where even if I come up there, we
Yeah.
gonna drink, we gonna really sit here and enjoy ourselves. We gonna
I
party.
want the
Like
fucking full catalog. We're
oh no,
breaking
we
that
gonna
shit out. We're breaking that shit like Montgomery Awards, motherfuckers. Like that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fucking get the TV. We're gonna get the VCR, the Betamax, all that shit. Just check, fold that fucking piece of paper and whatever. We're ordering all the Rias.
oh
That's
no,
what's
we,
going
we
on.
definitely we definitely gonna do that. Like you just only had three. I probably got about like 15. I'm like a bar. I'm like your Sharkies. I don't got the food with it, but I probably got about 15, 16 drinks.
Yeah,
And I literally rotate them. I literally rotate them because I'm not about to make 16 drinks for y'all. It's just me, but it's just me by myself cutting up the fruit, making the drinks. I'm not about to make 16 for y'all. I love
yeah,
y'all, but I'm not making
but
16. I'm not making 16 drinks. And,
100%.
yeah, if y'all come out here, if y'all really come, I'll make 16 drinks. But if y'all are just looking at me and hitting likes and not
Yeah,
grabbing the drinks, I'm
just
not making.
bullshitting. You
Come
can
on
say it.
now,
Just
come on.
bullshitting.
No, honestly, just bullshit. I just feel like that's just we just gonna be honest.
Yeah, and I love how you said it's all with love. No, and absolutely, because as somebody who grew up, I mean, lived like from San Francisco, Fiji, Inglewood. Hey, buddy,
Yeah.
um, hey, but I lived a lot of different places before we came to Inglewood, right? But Inglewood is home, right? I I
Definitely.
take I take personal offense when people are, it's the song, right? Inglewood always up to no good, right? But the, the thing about it is, I take offense to it because look at what you're doing, look what I'm doing, right? To a lesser extent, right? But
No,
you
you
know,
doing something. Don't say what to lesser extent. No, you doing something. Let's just be
I
honest, because there ain't a lot of people hopping on a podcast and really doing this podcast. You're doing it. Let's just be honest. Let's talk our
I
shit.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But like for me, it's just like if you're from Watts, if you're from Compton, if you're from East LA, if you're like it doesn't matter, Lithonia, Georgia, wherever your hood is, you are awesome. That's don't get it twisted. You're awesome. It's often told to us that we're not the same as like an Ivy League or whatever, but like them streets is the best education that you can get.
No,
You know,
yeah, because what they say, it says it was one post I saw on Instagram was talking about you work for somebody that need about a business. You working for somebody that has a degree, and you don't need a business degree to start up a business. Come on now. Oh no, like I don't have no business. This is literally me trial and error. This is literally me trial and error, learning my ins and outs and things like that. And I feel like that's the best experience you can have. But everybody's going to college. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not telling you there's nothing wrong with it. But a lot of these people are in debt for going to college and things like that to get an education. Education is supposed to be free. You're not supposed to pay for education.
yep,
It's just literally me, putting my money in, and I'll lose money. That's anything you do. You got to put in money to get money, and you're gonna lose
exactly.
money. Things like that. It's trial and error. I've put in, money. I've learned from it. I learned mistakes and things like that. I have people tell me about my mistakes, and I learn from it. It's a great thing. Like lessons, like taking L's. All L mean is a lesson. It ain't a loss. It's a lesson learned, and I feel like we learned a lot, during these times. And I feel like I learned a lot doing this, and I'm only getting better. Like I always tell people like I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what? I'm just scratching the surface. I'm nowhere near where I need to be. Trust me, nowhere near where I'm supposed to be.
Exactly. And then an important part. It should be noted that Ron Rias comes in gallons upon requests. Can we confirm that?
Gigi, hey Gigi is telling y'all the truth. Like Gigi, I appreciate you. Come get one of these Rias. Come get one of these Rias because you're really hyping me up right now. You can't get a gallon. Honestly, we didn't even get on the whole topic. We just been vibing
Let's do
right about
it.
now.
Let's
But
go.
no, but honestly, you can get a gallon. You can get a gallon. You can get a gallon. All gallons that you want. You just let me know. Hit in the DM like Gigi said upon request. I don't make gallons just to make them. Like you gotta put in the time and put in that effort and send in that DM. And honestly, we let it sit in there for 24 hours. So if you hit me up the day before that you need a gallon for a specific day, that gallon gonna that fruit, all that fruit in there gonna soak up. People gonna have a great experience no matter where you go. You take it with you. That's your personal. That's your 1942. That's your Casa Amigos. That's your Casa Amigos. That's your Casa Azul. You pull up on one of those with the double R on there. People gonna enjoy it because I'm gonna put heavy liquor in that one too. Because the
Yeah.
first impression is the last impression. I don't want you pulling up to somebody else and the people be like, yeah, it could have been. No, we don't want that. We definitely giving the people what they want. And
No,
definitely.
thousand percent. And again, she goes Saturday tacos and drinks that'll have you on your ass with $20. Stop fucking playing.
Gigi.
That's
Gigi. Stop playing, man. GG. Hey, GG, you might have a lifetime supply of Rias. Like I think you might have because you gassing me up on a Thursday. And you telling the world and things like that. Whoever's really listening, like we just being honest. We vibing. We offer Rias. We offer good liquor. You really won't go wrong. And honestly, I feel like whoever listened to this podcast today, if you didn't know, now you really
Now you
know.
know.
Now you know, because
Damn.
it's all about you just coming over here and come grabbing it, and then you're gonna feel the experience. It's Rias time, Rias and chill. We got all different type of captions for it. You got to experience it. I feel like if you haven't experienced, we're talking about it because we experienced it. And if
Yep.
you haven't experienced, what are you waiting on? Like, stop
What you
playing.
waiting for?
Like
She said,
seriously.
I'm gonna be your spokesperson.
GG. No, seriously. No, for real. GG. Seriously. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Because you really hyping me up on this Thursday night. Like, seriously. I got a Rias for you whenever you're ready. It's here for you no matter what time, what day. I got one for you. Because
There it is.
you let people know. And I feel like who's listening, excuse me, come out here Saturday. You'll get some fire tacos. You got the corn asada. You got the chicken. We got 4 different drinks. You got the Tiger Woods. That's the whiskey base. You got the 2 tequila ones. You got the Ocean Views. You got the Red Bones. And you got the Henny. I don't even call it cognac. There ain't nobody drinking a lot of cognac. Only cognac you really drinking is Henny. You got people that drink, Cavassier, but we really drink Henny over here. So, yeah, come tap in. Like, you won't go wrong. You honestly, like, I just feel like I've been waiting to get on a podcast to really talk my shit. And I feel like you you won't be disappointed. Shout out to
So,
people that's been really rocking with me since we did the Capri Suns. We did the adult Capri Suns.
oh damn.
we had the adult Capri Suns back in August last year. And shout out to the people that's been rocking with me since then, since August to now. Like that's really been rocking with me. I appreciate y'all because without y'all, there wouldn't be me. And this has got me to this platform when I'm on according to Woods at 8:09 on a Thursday night. I
That's
wouldn't
what
be
it
here
is.
without y'all. Definitely.
You guys are all the day ones, A1 day ones. And again, for those who want to jump on to the bandwagon, and we won't fault you for being on the bandwagon, but for those who want to follow you on social media to find out where to get these delicious drinks, where can they find Ron
And
Rias
on
on social media?
Instagram, yeah, I had a Facebook, but nobody was really following me on Facebook. Like, I felt like the Facebook was for the older crowd and things like that. But man, nobody was really tapping in on Facebook, so I kind of deleted it. I should have deactivated it, but I just deleted it. But yeah, IG, you can find me RON_RIAS Man, I feel like I just be honest with you. You won't be disappointed. Like you won't disappointed. We got Red Bones right here. What else we got? Like we got what else we got? We got oh no, that's the old mine right there. That's what we got on the menu for Saturday. We got the ocean views right there. And yeah, like man, I got some in the freezer too. Cause sometimes I'll just let them chill in the freezer too. We got that Tiger Woods right there. You really honestly like I'm not begging y'all to come out here. I'm just telling y'all like the honest God truth. You grab a Rias, you won't be disappointed. I know people be like, everybody can make drinks. Yeah, everybody can make drinks. That's easy. But can you give everybody that balance?
Exactly.
Can you
And
give
that's it.
everybody that balance? That's what everybody want. That's from a relationship. That's in life. What everybody asks for. Balance. And I'm just giving you balance in a 16 ounce. I give it to you in a 16 ounce. I give it to you in an 8 ounce. I give it to you in a gallon. I even give it to you in a 32 ounce. I give you that balance. I give it to you.
Give it nice and slow. And speaking of nice and slow, that cucumber refresher one was nice as well.
Oh yeah. That cucumber, that refresher, yeah. The
Yeah,
ladies love the refresher too. They definitely love that for sure. Like the refresher, I bring that refresher out. I bring that refresher out during the summertime. But I feel like since what we've been through in 2020, we all about refreshing our lives in 21, right? We all about
Yeah.
refreshing, start all over. I'm gonna bring that back out for sure. So just check that out for the for the New Year's menu. That refresher. Honestly, cucumber vodka. Cucumber vodka is pretty good. I had a couple situations when I had a cucumber vodka. I got pissy drunk one night. I threw up cucumber vodka. It wasn't that bad. Cucumber
Yeah.
vodka. Shout out to Fifth. Fifth had that. 50 had that effing cucumber. Only cucumber vodka that I drink is effing cucumber vodka.
Hey, there it is. And again, I mean, they need to go in Ron Rias. That's the way that I'm tasting it. That's what's up. But yeah, she said, I believe it's vodka based, but I requested it be some for tequila because because do you know who I am?
No,
That
no,
is my
Gigi,
sister.
Gigi. I feel like if you had this cucumber vodka, no substitute, Gigi. I feel like if you had this cucumber vodka, you won't be disappointed. I know people be like, vodka gets me this way, vodka. It's all mental. You have this cucumber vodka with this lemonade, with all the honeydew milling, with the cucumbers, with that mint in there, with the lemon in there, all soaked up in there. Gigi, you won't act different. You still be Gigi. Trust me.
See, there it is. You can keep yourself and have your drinks, man.
Correct.
But Ron, dude, it has been an honor and privilege of having you on. Again, I cheers to all of the success that Ron Rios will be. Because this will probably be, I mean, I got you first, right? You'll probably be in all the BevMos, all the places that you worked before. Your product will be in those shelves,
That's the
coming
goal.
year, yeah, years time. So I had you first. So I appreciate you, my man.
No, I honestly, I appreciate you. We're definitely. I gotta come out there. We're gonna sip together. We're gonna drink together. We're gonna get on another podcast because this is not gonna be it. You're gonna be honestly. You really like my first podcast that I had. Honestly, shout out to my boys at the Takeover, Accelerated Takeover. But this is a.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
love the
treating.
takeover. Those are my Sean Black. Like I love all those guys. Shout
Oh,
out to
you
the
you know
takeover.
A plus. You know
Yeah,
A plus at all.
yeah.
What?
Shout out to the takeover.
You know
We're
them.
gonna,
You know
yeah,
King BH all of them
yeah.
over there.
Because
Oh.
it's all love, man. Us podcasters and shit like that. So shout out to the
Oh.
takeover. Shout out. I mean, subscribe to them on
Definitely.
everything, every platform. They're doing good shit. And again, all that Inglewood. Always up to no good. Watts is trash and everything. No, 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 no. Our neighborhoods are standing up. We've produced doctors, lawyers, athletes. You know, entrepreneurs, like everybody from them places, right? From East LA, from Rancho Cucamonga, like all of y'all, just stand up, man.
Oh yeah, 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 definitely, definitely. LA, definitely. The Crenshaw district has definitely, NIP
Crenshaw,
have definitely laid the foundation for the Crenshaw district of how to be an entrepreneur, how to, build up inside your community as well. So honestly, we learned a lot from him as well. Like you can't forget about the Crenshaw district for sure. Definitely.
100%. Lamert Park, stand up. Not
Oh,
just in
shout
the,
out to Dom Kennedy on the Lamar Park. Definitely, definitely,
there it
definitely,
is. That City of Champions ish right there. You don't know. If you know,
definitely,
you know. I'm
man.
saying. But Ron, thank you for joining us here at According to Woods. Thank you all for joining us here at According to Woods, man. And again, Saturday, it's going down. Again, go to Ron Rias' Instagram to find out all the deets, all those tiny details that you need to get your drink on. Again, tacos, drinks. I mean, drink and drive responsibly.
Oh yeah, we drive
You,
responsibly because honestly, we won't let you. You want you to grab your drink. You want to grab your tacos. We want you to take it home because that verse is coming on Saturday. E40 versus Too Short at 5 o'clock. So I want y'all to make sure y'all get where y'all gotta go safely and drink it there at a destination to where you safe, eating good food and you vibing. Because I'm gonna go tune into there tonight. Oh no, Saturday night as well. So make sure y'all tune in as well.
on like Donkey Kong, man. So Saturday night it goes on, tacos and drinks. Ron Rias, thank you for joining us here at According to Woods, and thank you guys for jumping on. And if you haven't already done so, I warmly encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to According to Woods on Facebook and YouTube. But I mean, Ron, you're subscribed, right?
Of course. What you mean? If you ain't subscribed, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Stop playing and subscribe to According to Woods. If you're not on there, something fucking wrong with you, man. Stop playing.
That's it. And again, and if there was something wrong with you, still subscribe. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
still
no,
fucking
honestly, if
subscribe.
something wrong with you, go ahead and subscribe now. We won't talk about you.
I'm just saying.
Don't hop on a bandwagon later when we there. Hop on it now.
When them Spotify $100 million contracts come and
Yeah,
shit like
Spotify.
that.
Yeah, Spotify. We getting that Apple. We getting all that. Because when I tune on a Spotify, I'm going to a Corner of the Woods, hands down.
That's what's up, man. But again, if you don't believe me, you don't believe the man Ron Rias. Here is there you got one more and laugh my ass off. That's a great promo. Damn right, it's a great promo. But if you guys don't believe us, here's Zeta Zang for you.
Hey, this is Zeta Zang.